properly in CCTV across major cities.
You cannot have an adequate security without surveillance. And what is surveillance is capacity for you to see. That's why like this product, anybody can come anywhere, can pick up anybody and walk away. But if the whole state is wired, even if you are not there, when somebody picks something or picks anybody, you can able to trace him to a certain extent. But in the absence of any form of surveillance, everybody is blind. So the country is blind. Nobody is watching over this country. Go to all those Europe, everywhere that is secure, there is a watch over the city.
Commodore Dapper also supports President Trump's position on the situation in Nigeria, but warns that any extra military or financial assistance from the U.S. could be mismanaged by Nigerian officials.
Nigeria has been supported severally by countries. But when you give them support, how do you manage the support? They will tell you to stay away, stay by the side, give us money, give us equipment. At the end of the day, you now appoint a brother, appoint a friend to go and manage those things. They do whatever they like, and at the end, you are not querying anybody when things go wrong. You are not asking any question. Then the things continue. And the people that are saying they should give you help, they are watching. If not between the time, like you said, the Trump made an announcement and now, how many attacks have happened? How have they responded to these attacks?
In a related story, a public affairs analyst, Kennedy Allen Wakama, also believes politics is at play. Speaking with her correspondent, he claims that the current insecurity is being orchestrated by political actors positioning themselves ahead of the 2027 elections.
This whole thing has been connected to 2027 election. It may well be that some group of persons may not be very comfortable with Tinubu's administration, and so they are now reaching out to their criminal franchise to hit up the to gain political capital. It could also be that some persons from certain sections are playing up this card to exploit the weakness in ourselves, use their various franchises to create a tense situation, and then later use that as a bargaining chip.
Wakama also weighed in on one of last week's biggest news stories, the sentencing of IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu. He says President Tinubu may try to use Kanu's case to win votes in the southeast.
Perhaps early 2026 or late 2026 or early 2027, the president will grant an amnesty to Kanu, and that will now endear him to the Igbos, who had always been very suspicious of the tribe he comes from. So it's something that nobody will just think that with the state of insecurity in the country, the government will just go ahead and ask them to give judgment when we are still trying to manage the security situation, if there is nothing to gain out of it.
And now to reactions on Nnamdi Kanu's conviction. His family have rejected the recent ruling by Justice James Omotosho of the Federal High Court in Abuja. In a statement on Monday signed by Emmanuel Kanu for the Opu Kanu family, the family said they were speaking with heavy heart but absolute clarity. The family is stressing that no one should be convicted unless the offense is clearly defined in law, and notes that previous Supreme Court decisions support this principle. Meanwhile, Abia North Senator Orji Uzor is calling for a political solution to the dispute between Kanu and the federal government. Speaking in an interview with Channels Television, he says he has been in talks with the government about Kanu's case, which follows his recent conviction on terrorism-related charges by the Federal High Court, Abuja.
And now, we'll bring you news from around the world.
The leader of Telegram sex crime ring in South Korea has been sentenced to life in prison. Kim Nok-wan ran a group called the Vigilantes, which blackmailed victims into creating and sharing sexual abuse materials in online chat rooms. From May 2020 to January 2025, the group exploited at least 261 people, the largest number of cyber sex victims in South Korea's history. Kim, who called himself a pastor, was found guilty of serious crimes, including sexually abusing minors and distributing child sexual abuse images.
This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
That's a wrap on the news this afternoon. Before we go, let's have a look at the major headlines. You heard that Rivers State government has revoked the right to 65,757 square meter Igurita land for a new waste facility. We told you that High Prep says the Ebubu water tank ruptured and did not collapse. You also heard that President Tinubu has ordered the withdrawal of policemen from VIP duties across the country. And we also told you that Nnamdi Kanu's family has rejected the court judgment. On the foreign scene, South Korea's most prolific online sex criminal has been sentenced to life in prison. The news was edited by Ifunanya Obeme Ndukwe. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808 721 7215. I'm Ifechukwu Muonyili. Many thanks for listening.